Hello and welcome. Welcome back again to the Every Day is a New Day show and a renewed inspirational messages for today conversation that we're about to have. My name is Kim O'Neill. If this is the first time joining me, welcome. So good to have you here. And it's been a while. I know it's been a while. After we completed the last few episodes in late summer, early fall, somewhere in there, 2021, there definitely for me was a sense of completion, which was new. It's not uncommon for me to take a break, but the sense of completion was new. And so as I typically do, I took a break and I actually began some new endeavors in my own life. And, wasn't sure there for a while if we were going to be coming back and doing new episodes. But yes, we will be. Still working out how things are going to fit with some new big thing I have going on in my life. So I don't have a set schedule, but I just felt this coming on and was feeling so super inspired to come on today and do an inspirational messages conversation with you. So welcome. It is so good to have you here. And I just want to say a quick hello to our live viewers. Hello. I see we've got Helene and Lillian. Good to see you all here. Aw, thank you, Lillian. I'm sorry that you missed the inspirational messages, and I appreciate that. That's good to know, and glad to be back. Today's going to be a mixture. Oh, you guys are so nice. Awesome comments I see there. So we've got a mixture of topics that are showing up, and it actually took me a while because I wanted to start like an hour ago, and then I just kind of like sifting and sorting. And so today's conversation is going to be around these few topics here. So renewal of self and experiencing the new day and being your own kind of leader. Being your own kind of leader. I'm a big believer, big proponent that you being you, that in itself is you being a leader. You shining your own authentic way, being an inspiration for others, you leading your path the way that feels right and authentic for you is such a big, powerful thing, about powerful gift that you, of course, give to yourself, but then you give to others. And I, of course, could say so much more about that. So we're going to begin, of course, with a couple of inspired readings, and then we'll move into some card pulling and just kind of go with the flow and see what else wants to come through. So we will begin with, I'm actually going to begin with a message from The Language of Letting Go by Beattie, and was originally going to share a different message in here. And I said, no, it's not quite right. And then I opened up again, and it's amazing how things work. Because guess what? I opened up again to the exact same page, but now my eyes immediately had gone to the message that was on the opposite page. And that is very fitting for today, or at least is more along the lines of what I was sensing. So we are going to begin with valuing this moment. And again, the topics that I just shared with you, they all intertwine, and I see them showing up in this message as well. So valuing this moment. We start first with a passage from Beattie's other book, Codependent No More. And that passage is, detachment involves present moment living in the here and now. We allow life to happen instead of forcing and trying to control it. We relinquish regrets over the past and fears about the future. We make the most of each day. And then here is the full passage for valuing this moment. This moment, we are right where we need to be, right where we are meant to be. How often we waste our time and energy wishing we were someone else, we're doing something else, or we're someplace else. We may wish our present circumstances were different. We needlessly confuse ourselves and divert our energy by thinking that our present moment is a mistake. But we are right where we need to be for now. Our feelings, thoughts, circumstances, challenges, tasks, all of it is on schedule. We spoil the beauty of the present moment by wishing for something else. Come back home to yourself. Come back home to the present moment. We will not change things by escaping or leaving the moment. We will change things by surrendering to and accepting the moment. Some moments are easier to accept than others. To trust the process, to trust all of it, without hanging on to the past or peering too far into the future, requires a great deal of faith. Surrender to the moment. If you're feeling angry, get mad. If you're setting a boundary, dive into that. If you're grieving, grieve. Get into it. Step where instinct leads. If you're waiting, wait. If you have a task, throw yourself into the work. Get into the moment. The moment is right. We are where we are, and it is okay. It is right where we're meant to be to get where we're going tomorrow. And that place will be good. It has been planned in love for us. And then she always ends with a little affirmation or prayer, you might call it. And that is, God, help me let go of my need to be someone other than who I am today. Help me dive fully into the present moment. I will accept and surrender to my present moments, the difficult ones and the easy ones, trusting the whole process. I will stop trying to control the process. Instead, I will relax and let myself experience it. And the reason why I love that is because while resisting the moment, while immediately trying to divert our energy and be somewhere else or do something else, can sound like it helps get us to where we want to go quicker, it's the opposite. And in fact, as soon as we allow ourselves to simply, okay, no, just be present with this, you realize, oh my goodness, how much more quickly you actually get to where you wanted to be all along. And it doesn't have to be a long, lengthy process. So it's kind of this sort of catch-22 thing that plays out. Okay, the second thing I want to share that felt really right for today is I'm going to read to you a couple of poems that I recently wrote. I used to do a ton of that when I was a kid. And I recently wrote a couple of new ones focused on every day is a new day. And I'm going to share them with you because I think they are very fitting for right now. So the first one I want to share with you, there aren't titles for these. They're just pretty much all every day is a new day. Okay. But the first one is, and if you know, if you're feeling this, just close your eyes right now and just take it in. So the first one is, today is a new day. Today is my day. I'm grateful for this moment, to be alive, to have air, for all the things I can do, see, and hear, for freedom, room to stretch. I love inhaling and expanding my lungs. I am so fortunate to be this young. Today is a new day. Today is my day. Thank you, day. And I'll share one more. The second one is, there is only one today, and today is it. What an amazing creation. The sun, the birds, the wind. I see mountains, grass, and pine cones. I get to call this place my home. What a gift. To be in the present moment of today, I am grateful. Thank you, day. What a blessing you are. So, just wanted to share those with you. And taking a quick look here at the comments. Wonderful. Lillian is saying, I am renewed with my new person that made me start a better version at the start of the, oh, that's wonderful. At this start of this new year. That's awesome, Helene. I'm very happy for you. She's saying new career change, and new love. And Helene is shining her light. She is a rock star. Absolutely, Helene. Yes, yes, indeed. And I'm glad you liked the poems, Lillian. Thank you for that. So with that, before we move on to some card pulling, let's see. First, just let's see if there's any additional. I, of course, had many thoughts as I was reading all of those to you. I think the passage from the Melody Beattie book, um, it referenced, it said, "We will not change things by escaping or leaving the moment. We will change things by surrendering to and accepting the moment." And that reminds me of a quote that I shared a while back, and it's my quote, but it something about how um, you know you don't get to a new day by ignoring the previous one, but you also don't get to a new day by never taking that step forward into the new one. And so again, it's kind of got that catch 22 quality. It is both, and they're up to you. They're up to you. It's not up to um, I swear everything is such a bigger conversation. Bottom line, it boils down to you, right? Because you can receive signs and omens and all these things left and right, kind of trying to support you in moving forward or healing or whatever it may be. And bottom line, it comes down to you, because that is how powerful you are. And it's also not up for anybody else to ever come to make the decision or conclusion about what's right for you. So that's where, just being in tune with who you are, getting clear on that, aligning with that, and you feeling into what's right. Have you had enough of the past? And is it time to move forward? You get to decide. You get to decide. That's how powerful you are. So let's see here. Helene saying, "I feel your poems walking through me." That's awesome, Helene. I am so glad to hear that. I'm going to go ahead and move on to some card pulling now. For those who are just joining us, we did read a couple of passages to just kind of get the energy going. And we got a few themes happening here, all about renewing self, stepping into the new day, and yeah, being the leader that you are, as you authentically are, is so powerful. So I'm going to first begin by pulling some messages from my Rolodex deck, and let's see what else wants to flow through. Feel free, as always, to let me know in the comments how this is resonating for you or what it brings up for you. And let's see what wants to come through. I love this one. What is for you will not pass you by. What passes you by was never for you. Let's see if there's another one. What messages want to come through for everyone today? Is there another message from this deck? That may be it. Here we go. What's this? Exactly. The only opinion, okay, I got to read it. Let me see. The only opinion that matters is your own. What if you trusted yourself in this situation? What if you trusted yourself in this situation? Love that. Love that. Love that. So let's move on. Feeling into it. If you have a request, I know some of you have been here before. You've seen what cards that I have shared before. Feel free to let me know what your request is for what card. I think I'm going to move on to an Abraham Hicks Well-Being card. Let's see here. Yes. Sorry, thought came in and I was trying to remember all the components to it. I have considered, and I wanted to throw this out to you. Emotions are so key in everything, truly, truly, truly. And uh, it's one of the biggest things that shows up with my coaching clients, and it's showing up in other new ways lately, and just things that I've been immersing myself in and learning about. And it's oh my goodness, it's time. It's so time for that to really be embraced, for those who are ready for it. Anyway, so my point is there's lots of encouragement for that, because it is so beneficial to supporting you in making decisions for yourself. Being okay with allowing your opinion to be the only one that matters to you, and so many other things. So with that said, what I'm getting at is I have considered doing these inspirational messages episodes, while reading. I've read before excerpts from the Abraham Hicks Emotions book. I'm drawing a blank on the full title right now. But if that interests you, I would love to you know what? I'm willing actually to do the entire book. I'm thinking of doing that, not in one episode, but in multiple episodes over time. And so I've done some episodes of that with that book as the focus before, and I'm considering doing a lot more. So I know a lot of you like Abraham Hicks. I do too. And that is a fantastic book. A lot of repeat messages in a lot of the Abraham Hicks stuff. And as humans, we warrant that. It helps to have repeat messages. So if that interests you, feel free to let me know. Oh my goodness. What is the book? The astonishing, it's like something about how amazing your emotions are. So if you're interested in that, then feel free to let me know down in the comments wherever you're listening or watching today's episode. Okay, let's see what Abraham Hicks messages want to come through this deck. Okay. Whatever abundance I seek is mine. It is law. And look at that cloud and that sun. That person is resting. I love it. The back says, whatever I desire and then allow, I must experience. There is no exception to that. As I hold myself in vibrational alignment with my own desire, I will experience in all ways the fulfillment of that desire. I love it. Let me know how this message is resonating for you. Again, this is bringing in that whole theme of valuing this moment, being present. Just because you desire something other than what you're experiencing right now, that doesn't cancel out what it is that you're desiring. That energy is still there. And it's through being present with right now that you open the pathway to get to where you want to be. So I think that's sometimes a limiting belief, we can have, is that, I want to be over here. And if I don't do all these things, then I will never get there. Not necessarily. So, okay. Let's see if there's one more Abraham Hicks message. There we go. What do we have? We have, the universe knows me and the universe adores me. Okay. Once again, hello. So before I read the back, for those who are with me on video, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. For those who are listening to the replay via any podcast platforms, the two images we have on screen right now are of a person resting, sleeping. And in one image, there is the sun, and in another image, there is the moon. You are connected to it all. And so by allowing yourself to be present to the moment, you're going to be able to awake renewed. Experience that new day that you may so desire. You get to finally experience it because you allowed yourself to rest. I almost titled this episode something to the effect of freedom, openness, and expansion, because that's what I feel coming through. And there are so many components to that. There can be so many components to that. Um, and that's where the direction of the conversation and title of this show ended up going. But ultimately, it's all leading to your own freedom, opening, reopening, expansion. Allowing yourself to be who you authentically are. Not for anybody else, for you. I hope that's not super loud. Okay, let me read the back of this second card, and I'm actually going to have to wrap up soon. So the second card, again, was the universe knows me and the universe adores me. And the back says, if you will allow it, you will feel the love that flows to you and through you. That's one of my favorite phrases. Flowing to you and through you. You are always seen, always understood, and always loved. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, so we're going to be winding down in just a few moments here. It looks like these messages are resonating. I'm glad to see that. Good. I'm really glad these messages are resonating. And let's go ahead and conclude with a Walking with Your Angels message. How about that? From Keith Leon S. Of course, you got that gorgeous sun again there. And let's see what messages want to show. Oh, okay. That's okay. There we go. Let's see what messages want to flow through. Yeah, we got one. I love it. Archangel Gabrielle. As the master teaches, Jesus said, okay, hold on. Am I reading this correctly? Thank you. Okay, here we go. As the master teacher, Jesus said, therefore I say to you, everything that you pray and ask, believe that you are receiving it and you shall have it. No truer words have been spoken. You are in co-creation with the divine. What will you pray for today? Believing you'll receive what you request. Again, you are in co-creation. And if you're not recognizing your power, you are very much driving your own ship. And what was the other message here I wanted to add? Okay, I don't know. Maybe it'll come back. Okay, we have that. I am having to sign off in just a few moments here. Ah, beautiful. I'm glad that you are sensing the angels walking again today, Helene. Beautiful comment. I just want to thank you for being here. I want to remind you about the Let Your Light Shine movement. If you have not joined before that, the Let Your Light Shine movement is still going strong. And I'm allowing things to evolve with that as it is. And I just, for those that have heard it before, the link, the bit.ly link is still accessible, but to make it even easier, you can access the Let Your Light Shine movement by going to letyourlightshinemovement.com and join. It is easy and it is free. And if you feel called or inspired to, I would love to see you schedule a live conversation with me. We'll go live on Instagram and just have an informal chat to further spread light and messages from you being your authentic self. And last but not least, I do want to acknowledge that the Every Day is a New Day show and these inspirational messages conversations that we have is available and open for sponsorship. So I have received some messages about that, and I look forward to further exploring those. But if that is something you are looking for to further share your message, and if it's in alignment with what we have going on here, let's have a conversation. Reach out to me. You can email me at kimoneal@outlook.com or also visit kimonealcoaching.com for more information of what I'm about, what the show is about, and how to get in contact with me. And we will take it from there. With that said, I want to remind you, you are amazing. If you need to just sit with that, just close your eyes, breathe that in, and receive that. There will never, ever, ever, ever be another you. That's why it's a waste of time to ever think that you need to be someone else or that someone else is better than you or anything like that. Never, ever. Anytime you find yourself dipping into thoughts like that, that is your key to reel yourself back in and go, whoa, whoa, what just happened? I may have dipped out of alignment there. And then you go back in, connect to yourself, the truth of who you are, loving and being all of who you are. And I just heard a ding, which is my cue that it's time to go. So I have another appointment, everybody. I need to get going. But I thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed this conversation, leave me a comment below wherever you viewed or listened to it. And I look forward to connecting with you again soon.